Okay, so I'm going to work a little bit more of a complex problem when we have a circle and a parabola. We could have different scenarios from having no solution, one solution, two solutions, three solutions, or even four solutions. You can see when you look here, I have a circle that's no longer centered at the origin. The other example I did, the circle was centered at the origin, which would actually get rid of these terms right here and make it a much simpler problem. I also have a parabola right here, the y squared, so it's going to be a sideways parabola. Is going to either be opening to the left or opening to the right, but in this case it really doesn't matter because I'm not asking you to graph it. I'm just simply asking you to solve where does this parabola and this circle, where do they intersect? So let's take a look at this. You can see if we do substitution, it's going to get pretty nasty pretty fast because I'm going to have to solve for x. I'd probably solve for negative 4x because I have a negative 8 and I can kind of eliminate it that way. But I'm going to have fractions in there and everything else. I'm going to have to square things, do FOIL, and it's going to get messy really fast. Or I can look to see if I can do elimination. And in this case, I can actually do elimination because I have a y squared and a y squared, a negative 4y and a negative 4y. Well, all I need to do is actually change the signs of one of the equations. So I can do this by multiplying one of the equations by negative 1, and it would change the signs of all the equations. So if I multiply the second equation by negative 1, I would get negative y squared plus 4y plus 4x equals 4. Okay, so that's the equation I'm actually going to use to do elimination with. So I'm going to write the first equation, leave it alone. X squared minus 8x plus y squared minus 4y equals negative 4. Then we'll use the commutative property on this to rearrange it so I can write columns. So x squared column and y squared column. So I don't have anything on the x squared, but I do have a 4x. So I have a 4x. I have a negative y squared. I have a positive 4y. And I have my 4 on my column. So I just add these two equations together to do my elimination. So I have my x squared. This becomes negative 4x. This eliminates, and this equals 0. This turns out to be nothing more than a GCF problem really fast. So I factor the GCF out. I get x and then x minus 4 equals 0. And from here, you should be able to see that x is going to equal 0 and x is going to equal 4 when we use the zero product property and solve. So from here, we just got to plug everything back in and solve from there. So I'm going to use a parabola equation just because I only have one thing I have to plug in for x and do any evaluations. So I'm going to do y squared minus 8. Oh, looking at the wrong equation. Whoops. Y squared minus 4y minus 4 times 0, which is 0, equals negative 4. Well, we can just move this negative 4 over. Y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. This is a special factor. This factors to y minus 2 squared equals 0. You could do the AC method if you like, or if you just recognize a special factor, you can solve it quickly. From here, we can see that y is going to equal 2. Y will equal 2 because 2 minus 2 is 0, and 0 squared is 0, which will equal 0. So that means I have a point at 0, 2. That's one of our solutions. So that was nice. So let's do it for 4. So we're going to plug it back into the other equation. Y squared minus 4y minus 4 times 4 equals negative 4. Let's just kind of clean this up. I've got y squared minus 4y. Let's see. This becomes negative 16. We're going to add 4. It gives me negative 12 equals 0. This factors nicely to y. Let's see. I know it factors nicely. Can't think of it right now. 6 and 2. So minus 6 y plus 2 equals 0. That gives me my negative 12 and my negative 4. Zero product properties, set both of them equal. Y minus 6 equals 0 and y plus 2 equals 0. This tells me y equals 6 and y equals negative 2. So my other 2 points are going to be when x is 4, I have a y value at 6, and when x is 4, I have a y value at negative 2. So there's actually 3 points in which this parabola intersects this circle. They intersect at 0, 2, 4, 6, and 4, negative 2. Not a terrible problem if you're looking to do elimination. If you try to do substitution on this, it's going to get long and hairy. It'd be fun. It's good algebra practice to do substitution, but elimination, thinking of your different options on how to solve systems, are always there for you. So think of all the different ways we've taught you. One way is always going to be easier than the other. Sometimes they're about the same difficulty level, but this time, elimination was much easier. Hi, I'm Mr. Buzzard, and these videos are supplemental instruction for my students. If you found the video enjoyable, make sure you click the like button and click subscribe, as well as the bell for notifications to receive future videos on high school mathematics.